Commercials for chicken that you see on TV always want to tell you that they don't use antibiotics. Their chickens are brought up in these wonderful conditions. It's 100% natural, they tell us. And when you go to the store, you see it right there on the packaging. No antibiotics, 100% natural. This is the best possible chicken you could buy. And as is often the case, a new class action alleges that these claims made by at least one company are absolutely not the truth. Joining me now to talk about this is Scott Hardy, the president of Top Class Actions. And Scott, I am talking about Sanderson Farms, which unfortunately, as is the case with so many things you and I discuss, happens to be the brand that my family uses on a regular basis. So tell us what the problem is with this one.
Sure. So Sanderson Farms sells tasty chicken, and they are listed as 100% all natural. Now, the issue is they're one of the top 3 chicken producers in the country, and the other 2 actually provide options for you to buy of their brand that are antibiotic free. Well, Sanderson Farms does not. And so they are pitching this 100% natural chicken to, according to this class action, try to get you to think that, hey, this is 100% natural. Your chickens are, if they're raised on the prairie, they're not given antibiotics, they're given all natural feed, life is good. Oh, not exactly. This class action is stating that these chickens aren't treated special in any way, that the feed that they're getting has antibiotics in it. But Sanderson Farms is saying, listen, no, 100% natural is different. It's all chicken. But they can't say that it was raised without antibiotics because it isn't. And so they try to use that 100% natural tagline to get around it and make you think you're getting something that you're actually not. And that's what this class action is trying to change.
See, to me, it looks like the suspicious word here is raised, right? Raised without antibiotics. If there was antibiotic free, wouldn't you just say antibiotic free or no antibiotics ever? Instead, it's raised. They really put the emphasis on raised without antibiotics. So in adulthood, after you're done raising it, yes, maybe they put antibiotics in there, and maybe they're going to try to argue that. Maybe they spray antibiotics on it after they have gone through the production line before they wrap it up. But I think they're going to rely heavily on that word raised, because as deceitful as it is, which would mean the plaintiffs would still have a case, they do occasionally, you see this in companies, they try to use these little keywords here that say, no, we're being quite literal. We took this thing as a chick, and then once it reached adulthood, throughout that whole period, there were no antibiotics. Once it was an adult chicken, oh, sure, yeah, we pumped it full of them, but it was raised without those antibiotics.
Exactly. And consumers obviously pay attention to that because that's what Sanderson Farm is actively marketing against. They're saying, what are you talking about? These chickens are raised without antibiotics? Well, we're 100% natural. We're different. But their chicken has antibiotics in it. So they're trying to battle their competitors with that raised without antibiotics claim who are using that by saying they're 100% natural when in fact they actually do have antibiotics within their chicken, and they're not doing a whole lot different according to this class action than their competitors. They're just trying to get consumers to buy in to that 100% natural claim. And I've bought their chicken myself, just like you have. I've bought it. I saw that it was 100% natural, and I said, great, this is what I want to buy. I'll pay extra than just the generic grocery store chicken for this 100% natural chicken. I'll pay extra for it because I think it's healthier for me and my family, when it may have just been the exact same type of chicken that had antibiotics and other issues in it. But I paid extra because the label made me think that I'm getting something better.
Right. And as you pointed out, they're using that raised line. That's how they attack everybody else. Say, no. And they use the points we just made. But here's the other thing, too. For the lawyers who are working this case, this seems like a fairly easy one to do, right? You take the chicken, you go to the store, you purchase it, you send it to the lab for testing. They can test and find out if there's antibiotics in there. This isn't some kind of, weird science, forensics that they have to do. They can simply test it. And those test results are what's going to be key to winning this case. And I know the lawyers know this. They may have already even done it at this point, but it's going to be pretty easy to tell once this thing evolves whether or not Sanderson's Farms is lying about what's in that chicken.
Right. I'm bummed out because I bought the chicken thinking it was healthy for my family, and now I know it's not. So now I'm going to pay extra attention to their competitors to take a look at those packages to see if there are antibiotics in it. Because if they say there are no antibiotics in the chicken, then we're going to feel a lot better about it. But you just have to read that label very closely, because the marketing gimmicks that these companies are using are obviously pretty broad.
Absolutely. And folks, that is another reason, again, why it is important to read these labels. And when you see, even as Sanderson Farms is using it to attack their competitors, when you see the words raised without antibiotics, yes, that raises a red flag. When you just see something that says 100% natural, which is what Sanderson Farms claims, that raises even more red flags, because that is a phrase that means absolutely nothing. And it's not a claim about the quality of the chicken, but instead is a marketing ploy by the company. For more information about this issue, follow the link in the description of this video, head on over to Top Class Actions, and make sure you sign up for their weekly newsletter. Scott Hardy with Top Class Actions, thank you very much for talking with us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for your time, Farron.
Every year, 1 million hernia surgeries are performed in the United States. Unfortunately, some mesh implants that are used in these surgeries have caused complications, including infection and organ damage, that led to surgeries to correct those problems. If this has happened to you, learn more about the hernia mesh lawsuit by going online to hernia.law or call us for a free consultation about your legal rights.